You know what a duvet is?
Comforter.
It's a blanket. Just a blanket. Now, why do guys like you and I know what a duvet is? Is this essential to our survival in the hunter-gatherer sense of the word? No. What are we then?
You know, consumers.
Right. We are consumers. We are byproducts of a lifestyle obsession.
This movie is quite bold. From the violence, the acts of terrorism, the nudity, and the likes. There's one aspect that I'd like to talk about from watching this classic, which is how we're trapped in the rat race of consumerism. Back then, the law of the jungle persisted. Might make rights and survival was brutal. The world, of course, evolved into modernity. It doesn't stay as it was back in the Stone Age. The law of the jungle, however, persists, yet it comes in a different form. Not anymore do we need to survive from beasts and predators, yet we are battling with expectations and demands. We don't have the constant stress of battling against a tiger, yet our body still feels the same way against stacks of endless assignments. This movie, at least what Tyler Durden is preaching, is about breaking free from those shackles through your primal instincts. Now, before I continue the video, I recommend you to watch the movie, but you should check the parent's guide first if you are uncomfortable with explicit nudity. And of course, violence. Now, back to what I was yapping about. Tyler insisted throughout the movie to hit the deepest bottom of fundamentality in life by reverting back to your wants and not giving a dime about societal expectations. It's not your usual FIRE movement, financial independence, retire early, where you work hard, save up, live frugally, invest, etc. No, 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 no. Tyler wants everyone to throw that away and let yourself be yourself, unhinged, unimpeded. You want to be a painter, yet you don't have the supplies? Go steal them. Want to be a vet, but you don't have a medical degree?
If you're not on your way to becoming a veterinarian in 6 weeks, you will be dead. Now run on home.
You get what I mean. In Tyler's eyes, no matter how hard you try, there is always stuff that ought to try and control who you are. So, throw it all away. Even with FIRE movement, you still can't have everything. Tyler pushes the idea that we live with what we need, and that's all that matters. The basic things. You have no spoon. You have your hands. No rolling pin to make bread or pasta. Use old wine bottles. No grill. Cut and use old tins. I feel like nowadays companies are just shoving you left and right with things you should buy when you don't need them actually.
Advertising has us chasing cars and clothes, working jobs we hate so we can buy shit we don't need. We've all been raised on television to believe that one day we'd all be millionaires and movie gods and rock stars, but we won't. We're slowly learning that fact. And we're very, very pissed off.
The law of the jungle has evolved into the consumerism trap, where big companies pour millions and billions of money into advertising stuff we don't even need. It's a whole industry to keep your wallet open. Time of day when to show ads, audience attention span, color theory, sex appeal, typography. Once you move away from modern conveniences, once you stop and see what has entrapped you and entrenched you so deep, don't you realize how far we as a society got trapped? But of course, most of the times, it can be very tiring in this hustle and bustle of life where letting go isn't even an option. Most of the times, the expectations of what you ought to do hold you back. When you have a family in line, when you have parents who not disappoint, when you have people you don't want to fail at that point, once you let go, of course you're seen as a loser, a failure. We cannot change that. People Cling to hope, it's like their savior nowadays, hoping things will get better while life keeps pounding them with endless tasks, responsibilities, and bad stuff. We are not Tyler Durden, of course. We are in no way in the universe where Fight Clubs exist, but even when Fight Club is just a fictional movie, I want you to realize that not all things we have are a necessity. When you don't have the IKEA dining table you want, in a lot of countries, eating and sitting together on the floor is fine, even normal. When you don't have a ruler, you can still use a book. A little bit of ingenuity goes a long way. In this hustle and bustle of life, I want you to think back to the necessities that you have. Is it all really a necessity? Or are some of them just luxuries that you have been normalized with? Okay, maybe you won't go that far, but at least before you click that buy button in your shopping cart, wait a bit for at least 3 days and up to a week. Do you really need the thing that you really want to buy? Or are you buying stuff for the sake of it looking nice and appealing? Anyway, that's what I have for this video. Lots of love. Bye.